I've grown up in Singapore. I followed through the standard all sciences Singapore education system, but I've always known I'm a creative and my dream is to be a designer. So I joined LaSalle College of the Arts, and that's where I found my lifetime calling in product design. I explored different career paths and routes at the back of that because at one point I thought I wanted to be a toy designer. Before I came to the UK, I did a couple of stints at Mattel, which is the toy manufacturing company that produces Barbie dolls and Hot Wheels. Also at Porsche Design, just to experience what it's like to be a product designer in a commercial industry or space. I pursued my degree in Loughborough University. And in the second year at Loughborough, I interned in GS as a UX designer. I got a full-time offer at the back of that, and then I joined the company right after I graduated. Most of the projects are heavily focusing on finding creative solutions to very complex, data-rich enterprise issues or problems that we tend to encounter in the finance space. And ultimately, at the end of all these projects, they have a very focused goal in mind, which is to increase return of investment through efficiency or automation and better UX. I was very lucky to have really great mentors, managers, and sponsors in GS. So actually, a managing director in my team or a wider team nominated me for that award. This award is not only to celebrate like your achievements as a woman in technology, but also that you pay it forward for others. So in GS, for example, I actually helped spearhead the UX analyst recruitment outreach programs, where we then go out to different design universities to advocate for UX in enterprise. And since we started that outreach, we've always hired at least one intern every year. So that's really great progress from, where we started. That's one example. I guess the other few sort of accomplishments that supported the application was because before I joined GS, I had a track record of designing product design related to health and societal issues. I won a Red Dot Design Award for designing a wearable technological device that dampened Parkinson's tremor in young onset Parkinson's sufferers. A lot of my projects that were related to design for good and tech for good were actually inspired by my own family members or things that's happening around me. So for example, at that point, my grandmother was suffering from Parkinson's, and I know firsthand that there is no cure. To her, it was more of a psychological and emotional impact. So at the back of that, I used that as an inspiration to, come up with a sort of a lifestyle product that can help young people who are suffering from Parkinson's to still be active in their social life. Another one is actually something that I did for Indonesia. It was my final year project. I was deeply sort of touched by the issues that were relating to plastic waste in Indonesia and also the marginalized communities in that manner. These are the bits and bobs that sort of made the case for my nomination to the TechWomen 100. I won the award, which I was really surprised about because there are so many inspirational women, in the running that were also shortlisted. So I guess God has his own plans with this award. I designed this product that will upcycle high-density polyethylene polymer, which is basically the bottle caps or shampoo bottles, into semi-finished material for artisan jewelry crafting. And the idea is that these scavenger women will be the one using this product to sort of mass produce more upcycled trash. So they're upcycling these rubbish that they're collecting on a daily basis into a more valuable or high value product, and hence cutting out the intermediate from the cycle. Because the story that I found out was that they're working 12 hours a day, picking up rubbish, and they get onions in return. So the payment is in the form of onions, and they didn't know any better because they didn't know that plastic is actually equivalent to money. Betting on yourself is really important. Well, when I joined the firm to pursue a career in UX and finance, I gave up other opportunities to start my career in an area that is more comfortable and more familiar to me, which is the tangible product design industry. That leap of faith was a difficult decision, but because I had those many self-doubts joining GS, the more I wanted to bet on myself, because I thought, okay, it's sort of like the path less taken, right? So I took that bet, and that had led me to an exciting career at GS. So I think betting on yourself, regardless of whether it's a career move or project involvement, is always the first and most important step. Don't think too much about it. Just go for it. If you're scared, the more you should go for it, because it just means that you have so much more to learn.